eat it, they be like, say what? It's vegan? So yeah.
Hey guys, it's your girl Chef Joya and welcome back to my channel, Say What Is Vegan. We are getting ready for the holiday and we're going to start by making my easy pasta salad and my brother's infamous meatballs. And I call it infamous because that's why he called it, but he don't even realize that's a bad thing. But anyways, his infamous jelly jam meatballs. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so we're going to get started with the meatball recipe. Now it is super simple. If you have my cookbook, Baby It's Just Vegan, you're going to know just how easy it is. And you'll have the full measurements of this recipe in that cookbook. And that link will be below. Alright. So with these meatballs, I decided to put this in my cookbook because people are always asking, what do I bring to a baby shower? What do I take to a gathering? And a lot of times, everybody is not vegan. So you want to be able to make something that everyone will enjoy. So these meatballs is my brother's jelly jam meatballs. Sometimes people call them as baby shower meatballs. And let me tell you guys, people have asked for this so many times and I was like, are you serious? So when I did Baby It's Just Vegan, I knew these had to go in it. So it starts off just like this. So we're gonna go ahead and take some olive oil and we're gonna put it into a pan. Now, you can also do this recipe in a crock pot. So you can just put everything in it and set it and forget it and it'll cook it for about 4 hours and it'll be complete. But if you do a stovetop and you're pressed for time, it'll only take you about 20 to 25 minutes to complete the entire meal. So we're gonna go ahead and heat our olive oil. Next, we're gonna take our vegan meatballs. Now, if you're like, Chef, I wanna make my own meatballs, go ahead and do you. You can go ahead and make your own vegan meatballs. You can buy vegan ground meat. You can also go ahead and make it out of lentils and walnuts and all that good stuff too, but don't think you're gonna put any lentils and walnuts and stew them for a long time because that thing gonna fall apart. You'll have jelly jam sloppy joes, okay? Because it will not be a meatball no more. So we're gonna go ahead and add our meatballs here. Now this will be enough for about 8 servings because I'm gonna use 2 bags. And then next, what we're gonna go ahead and do is add some flavor to these. So we're gonna use some vegan Worcestershire sauce. Now, a lot of times I tell you guys, you can look for some of the store brands Worcestershire sauces because it does not have the anchovies and it's already vegan. And you will save a lot of money because it doesn't say vegan. I don't know what's that about, but it works, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and add our Worcestershire sauce to that. And if you've been following me for a while, you know the Worcestershire sauce helps all the seasonings stick to the vegan meat substitutes, okay? Then we're gonna go ahead and add in my red house seasoning. By now, all of y'all should have my red house seasoning because if you don't, you are truly missing out. This seasoning is smoky. It has all the flavors that you need if you're doing something grilling, if you want something smoky, if you want something that's like mimicking pork or beef, things of that nature. It is even great on Latin food. But this seasoning is pretty much the only seasoning that you're really gonna need for this recipe because it also has your garlic powder, your onion powder, your salt, your black pepper, your sugar. It has all the goodies, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and use that, and I like to use the big side, okay? Y'all know I'm all about my seasoning. Yes, we're gonna put that right on in there. Give us a nice stir, mix around nicely. And I'm actually gonna turn my heat up just a bit because I want a nice little sear. I kind of want to like harden the meatballs a little bit to lock in that flavor before we allow these to stew down. Or let's just say stew down. I'm so country when it comes to cooking, so we allow it to slow cook in the sauce, all right? Get all nice and saucy and sexy in that meatball juice.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now getting into the recipe of the sauce, only thing you're gonna need is your favorite barbecue sauce. You can use whatever brand you like, all right? And then a lot of times too, you wanna make sure you check the ingredients at the grocery store to make sure that there's no honey in it. So you may have liked the barbecue sauce, but you're now vegan. It may have honey in it, so you wanna try a different brand. So you can find any brand that you like. And I know you're gonna ask, Chef, what brand are you using? Let me tell you, it don't matter. This one was on sale, okay? Because by the time I get done seasoning and flavoring my barbecue sauce, they all taste the same to me. So I go for what I know that is vegan and what's on sale. I don't have a favorite. All right. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and use, I am going to go ahead and add some chili powder just for extra smokiness. I don't want any salt in it, so I'm not going to use any more of my Red House seasoning, even though that has all the flavor. But I put enough in there with the Worcestershire sauce and with the Red House seasoning that I don't need any additional. I just need a little bit more smoke, okay? So next we're going to go ahead and take some grape jam. Now, y'all tell me this, because when I was at the store, right, and I should know this because, yes, I am a chef, what is the difference between jam and jelly?
Question.
I'm gonna be honest, I was gonna go on Google and look it up so I could educate y'all, but I forgot to do that. I was gonna sound like an expert between jelly and jam, but y'all let me know the difference between jelly, jam, and preserves. Let me know in the comments below. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take some of the grape jelly, and yes, it has to be grape, okay? I don't wanna hear that, oh, chef, I don't like grape. I don't care. You're not gonna put no strawberry jelly in here, no raspberry, no peach, or no apple. You're gonna use grape jelly, okay? Or if you don't wanna use no jelly, just use barbecue sauce. You can have barbecue meatballs, okay? I'm gonna allow this to cook for about 20-25 minutes, but if you're doing this in the crock pot, you're gonna want it to cook a little bit longer, so you're gonna add maybe about a half a cup more of water just so it can all marry down nicely and stick together so you don't have any potential of it burning, all right? This right here looks great. All right, so I'm putting some water in my sauce. Look, you gotta get all the sauce. Did your grandma ever do this? Wasn't wasting nothing. All right, so we put a little bit of water here, get the rest of the barbecue sauce over there. And we're gonna add that to our pot. I'm gonna give it a nice little mix around. We're gonna put our lid on it, turn it down to low, and let it cook for 20-25 minutes. And now we're gonna go ahead and work on our pasta salad. All right, guys, we're getting ready to go into my every gathering pasta salad. And I call it that because literally every gathering I'm asked to bring this pasta salad. Like, I'm not like just this chef that can make these bomb recipes. No, they want this pasta salad. So now I'm gonna give this recipe to you, and it's super easy to make. You're gonna take some colorful pasta. You wanna make sure you use some garden pasta, and you wanna boil that in some salted and flavored water. What I mean by that is using like some vegan chicken bouillon or some vegetable bouillon, and you're gonna go ahead and add that to it. Not loud, look. This kind of like got dry because it's been sitting here on camera time, but we're gonna make it moist again, all right?
Get moist again, all right? Get moist again, all right?
But you do want it to cool down before you start working with it, all right? Next, we're gonna go ahead and add in our cucumbers, and you can put this in any order that you would like. Now, I know some of you all don't like cucumbers, it's okay. I don't know what to tell you, all right? Use it anyways. Learn to love them, all right? So we're also gonna add in some red onion. Now, one tip to red onion, if you think like the bite in red onion is so strong, what you go ahead and do is take a bowl of cold water, sit your red onions in there for about 10 minutes, and then you can drain them, squeeze them dry, and then they'll be ready to use, and it'll be a lot less bite, all right? Next, we're gonna go ahead and take our chopped tomatoes, and these are just some Roma tomatoes. You can use grape or cherry tomatoes for less juice. Let me get the rest of these onions in here. Then we're gonna go ahead and start using our pickled veggies. So I have some pepperoncini peppers. You can use as many of these as you like or as little as you like. You can also use banana peppers if you're not able to find these pepperoncini peppers. And if you want to have them sliced, you can do that as well. All right, it's totally up to you and your preference. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and use green olives. And you're gonna go ahead and just shake some of that in there. Now, I did take out the juice. So I always take out the juice of my green olives. Because they don't last long enough in this house. Between me and my daughter eating the olives, they are like gone immediately, all right? So I'm gonna add my olives. Maybe I took too much juice out. Add my olives in here. Don't try to embarrass me. All right. And then next we're gonna go ahead and give a nice little shake of my Just Magic seasoning. Yes, you see it. The Just Magic seasoning, which is my all-purpose seasoning that's good on everything, literally everything. So we're gonna give this a nice little shake down because it has a salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and other seasonings in here. All right, so it has everything you need. So we give this a nice little mix as much as possible because our little pasta noodles are dry, but that's okay. Now, like I said, if you're looking for the measurements will be in the cookbook, Baby It's Just Vegan, and the link will be below for you to click and buy. And it has over 46 recipes in it. Yes, your girl went in because I was tired of hearing y'all say, can you make this vegan? Can you make this vegan? I'm like, y'all, it's the easiest thing ever. So y'all got everything y'all need at the tip of y'all fingers between my vegan soul food cookbook, my African Caribbean cookbooks, my grilling, and my brunching. Don't ask me for nothing else. You got it. All right? You can use store-bought Italian dressing. Just make sure you get some that does not contain any milk or eggs. And then we're gonna add a little bit of black pepper just because I like an extra bite to my pasta. Ooh, perfect. And then also we're gonna go ahead and do, just for a boost of flavor, we're gonna add a little bit of vegetable bouillon. This is actually optional. But that's just like a little bit more intense flavor. Now another thing that you can also do if you wanna amp it up a little bit, but I do suggest you trying to make it the way I have it in the cookbook first. You can actually add a little bit of red wine vinegar and a touch of Worcestershire sauce, and it's gonna take it to a whole nother level, okay? Because this is already super delicious, but it is gonna take it and knock it out of the park. And to top it off, we're gonna go ahead and add in some vegan feta cheese. There's different brands of vegan feta cheese that you can use. So you don't have to make your own. Oh Lord, y'all know how I am when it comes to opening up stuff. Hold on. Oh, I did it, y'all. Can we get a round of applause? Woo! Woo! Yes, I opened up something. So as I was saying, you can use any type of brand. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna put that down. That one contains a lot of water. I didn't realize that one. But there's another brand out there that's already crumbled and is less messy. But this one tastes good too. All right. So use every type of brand of vegan cheese. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that, because that thing that made me mad and it spilled all over the place. We're gonna add in our feta. And as with anything, I am going to get ready to taste this, because what you want to do is sit this in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour before serving, so all the flavors can marry with each other. And once they marry, okay? So once y'all together, y'all go together real big. So you want to make sure that the flavors are there. So let's go ahead and taste it before we get it into the refrigerator. All right, see if we need any more salt, pepper, if we need to add any more dressing to it, because we don't want to serve nobody no dry pasta salad, because I know y'all have been in places with dry pasta salad. I know I have. That's real good. That's real good. I think though, I'm gonna add a little bit more of my seasoning. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the refrigerator for the next hour, and when we come back, we'll have our meatballs so you can see exactly what you need to bring for the next holiday. All right, guys, so we have everything complete. The pasta salad is chilled. It's already absolutely delicious. We tasted it right before we put it in the refrigerator. And there's a meatball. Baby, I was setting up for the final shot and I just had to have one. And it is so delicious. It's beefy, it's full of flavor, it's saucy, it's sweet, it's tangy. It's perfect for the holiday season. Make sure you try this recipe out and let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And remember, the full details of this recipe is going to be in my cookbook, Baby It's Just Vegan. We can find that cookbook and all my other cookbooks and my seasonings below. If you not have already subscribed to my channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, share, tell a friend and tell a friend. This channel is where you're going to find the best vegan recipes. I'm Chef Joya. See you next time on Say What is Vegan. Ciao.